We are just 4 days away from the biggest Bitcoin futures closeout in history, and Bitcoin is heading up to that magical point of max pain level. If you didn't watch our show last week, there's a point at the futures expiration, which represents the max pain for buyers and sellers. And every month at the futures closeout, Bitcoin has been heading towards that point of max pain. This time, the point of max pain is about 54 or 55,000 US dollars, and Bitcoin is currently hovering about at that level. So the question is, as the futures closeout heads closer towards us, and that happens on Friday, is Bitcoin going to continue to climb, or can we expect it to stay at this level? And if it does continue to climb, what are the magic altcoins that we need to be buying to get the maximum returns? That is what the show is all about. Tell you what else this is all about. This is all about winning the Banter bags, because today we're going to make an announcement about another winner in the Banter bags. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. I'm Crypto Man Run. I come to you every day, twice a day, and I come to you with a magic sniper that I've got. Now, if you're new, you wouldn't know that this magic sniper gets it right almost every single time. He doesn't miss a shot. And that's why we call him Sheldon the Sniper. We were going to get Sheldon's mum on today, but she's decided she's going to come on tomorrow just because Wi-Fi connection and whatever else. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, share this content. I'll tell you why. Because not only are you then joining the biggest and best community in the whole of the crypto interwebs, but you are also entering yourself into the biggest giveaway in crypto history, maybe even the biggest giveaway in YouTube history. And that is what we call the Banter Bags giveaway. Fred, what is the Banter Bags giveaway? Fred can do this bloody thing in his sleep. We took $10,000. We invested the $10,000 into the Banter Bags. What are the Banter Bags? We invested into pre-market allocations, the ones that normally people couldn't get their hands onto. And then when we get to 250,000 subscribers, which is it's soon. Yesterday we had 179. Today we've got a 183. That means we've got 4,000 in the last 24 hours. By the way, that is one of the fastest growing crypto channels out there. When we get to 250,000 subscribers, we give the Banter Bags to the community. Yeah, we give the Banter Bags to you guys. And then what we do, we create new Banter Bags. So that's how it works. Today we're going to select another winner. I think it's time. We need to select another winner. So if you are new to the channel, in order to be eligible for the prize, you have to hit the like button. You have to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you're not in this competition. You have to follow me on Twitter at CryptoManRun. You have to follow Sheldon on Twitter at Sheldon_Sniper. And then just go crazy. Like, subscribe, share the content. When you share the content, you get 2 entries into the Banter Bags competition. And we want to give this away to you guys. We want to change people's lives. We want to change people's lives in more than one way. One, we want to teach you how to fish. We want to give you all the lessons that you need to become a master trader. And to do that, as I mentioned to you, Sheldon and I have been working on a crypto school. It's a real school where you have to attend a certain percentage of the lectures online. And it's big. It's not like a 1 hour or 2 hour course. It's, the first module is about 30 hours. But when you walk away as a master trader. So we want to change your lives, and we want to do it for free. So give us a little bit of time. We are negotiating with some exchange partners to get that free for you guys. We're also going to change your lives by giving you calls that no one else is giving you. I watch all the other crypto channels, and I don't know any other crypto channel that gives you such a wide variety of calls and backs it up with technicals and fundamentals. So that's how we're going to change your life. And the last way we're going to change your life is by giving you the Banter Bags. We are going to give 10 people are going to win the Banter Bags. 10 of you, 10 lucky winners are going to win the Banter Bags. We already have one winner. His name is Christian Z. Christian Z is one of the people that won. He's been in crypto for a month. He relies on crypto banter. And yeah, now he's got himself a part of the Banter Bags. And those Banter Bags are growing and growing and growing and growing. So yeah, that's it. Big news today. We know that but Tesla sold some of their Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that on the later show. This show is all about charting. This show is all about how we can use the charts to make the best calls in the crypto market. And of course, speaking about the best shows in the crypto market, the best calls in the crypto market, who better than to give you the best calls than the sniper? And I've got the sniper right here with me. So let me get the sniper on the stream. Sniper.
What's up?
Sniper, I was very excited to have Sniper's mom on the show today. Like I was keen to put Sniper's mom through the test here to see how
Well, Ran, it wasn't like it was just my mom's gonna pop on and have a. You told her to take over my whole show, so we kind of got a lot of preparation going for her. So let's do it. But she 100% will be on tomorrow, and it's exciting. She actually really wants to share a little bit of her full strategy. So it's a really important strategy. It's really awesome. So I gave her an extra day. We've also been traveling a little bit, as you can see. It's a bit dark here. But she'll be ready, and I think she's very exciting. She just wanted a little bit of planning for it. It was very fast.
I get. Also, I know you guys are on a bit of a road trip. You're staying in motels and hotels and places like that, so I know it's a little bit tricky. But you're back in the office tomorrow, right? And tomorrow we'll get
100%.
All right,
and my mother will be at the office as well. Cool. Awesome.
Sheldino, let's quickly let's just quickly update the guys when it comes to crypto school. So, as I mentioned to you, Sheldon and I are building you guys a crypto school. The crypto school is going to be broken up into certain modules, right through from beginners to intermediate, and then people who want to make this advanced. And then lastly, for people who are working in big corporates, we will teach you guys how you can accept crypto, how you can appeal to the crypto community, where you can store crypto, etc., etc.
100%. And I think to add to that, Rand, is that there are so many different. Obviously, everyone's got a different view with crypto, but for some, trading doesn't work for them, and more the investing in that, and some of them the yield farming works. So we're actually looking to create a school that's going to cover all sections. So whatever you like, or whatever that falls into your sort of skill level, everyone's got different skills. Some are good at charting, some battle with charting. So it's more or less to give that full variety range. And the power word, Rand, we're going to get it right. We're going to make this free. I'm so excited that we can do that. It means everything to me, and I know it means everything to you as well. It's got nothing to do with money. This is about us sharing the knowledge and creating a powerful community. So it's amazing.
Yeah, look, I mean, guys, typically we're very, 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 very close. We're very, 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 very close when it comes to that. Sheldon, I hear myself.
We just need the love. We just need the love.
I hear myself echoing. It sounds like my sound is coming through your laptop, not through your earphone. Maybe just check what your sound.
Quickly. I did check it before we started the stream, but I will have a look.
While Sheldon is doing that, guys, we are trying to make this free. We are to make this free for you guys. We have some sponsors on board. We're looking to negotiate with the sponsors to make this absolutely, absolutely free. And then we'll start doing our first intake with 100 people. So we'll choose 100 people from the community, and you guys can join the course absolutely, absolutely free. And it's really going to give you all the things that you need to become a master investor and a master trader, like Sheldon says. And if we get it right, then we're going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until we change as many lives as possible. That's our mission here: change your lives. Change your lives using crypto. It's not about the money. I mean, yeah, we do make money sometimes, but it's not about the money. It's about changing lives.
And I wanted to add something as well to that, and I want to see your opinion on it. I would like to give an intro course for anyone that wins the Banter bags. Because, like, at Christian Z, he's in a month of trading and he gets given this massive amount. And I actually want everyone to keep that money and to make that really large. I don't want you to blow it or not know what to do at a certain point. So I think giving a little intro course for the guys that win as well, it just gives you that sort of push so that you know what to do next. You've been handed all of this now, so what do we do next? So I'm sure you guys can start to see what our intentions actually are.
I'm going through the comments. Here. We've got a comment here from Lord Opong. Free masterclass along with Banter bags. Can't get any better, brother. You're doing the right thing. Carry on doing this. Maybe soon you'll be a winner of the Banter bags. We've got another one here from Albion Aviation Group. Okay, so you guys keep flying. You guys keep taking our coins with you, and we'll help you. We'll help you. And then we've got Hamidi Mwangi. The free content is highly appreciated. You guys are out of this world. All right, let's get out of this world and let's get into the Bitcoin world. Let's look at where Bitcoin is. How is this pump? And this is on the back of Elon Musk saying, or the Tesla saying that they've sold some of their Bitcoin, actually.
I think maybe they've been watching our shows, Ran, because they haven't had much capital to buy the dips.
Well, I said out of Bitcoin into the major altcoins and into Ethereum. And I think that's exactly what Tesla did.
I think so.
Tesla just switched from Bitcoin into altcoins. Dogecoin, I mean, they're going to announce soon that Fred's saying is they're going to announce Dogecoin soon. I want to just say to you, Fred has inside information about a major US corporate that is now going to announce that they are buying Bitcoin. How reliable is your source, Freddie? He said it's a great source. Anyway, long story short, Fred has information that may expose one of the US's biggest corporates for actually putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. And he is going to share this information with me later on today, and we're going to announce it on my show later on today. So don't miss that, guys. It's huge. It's huge, huge, huge. We're not going to tell you who it is. We're just going to tell you it's one of the biggest American corporates, and we have. Is it inside information, Fred? Fred says at this point it's a lot more than a rumor, but he's confirming it with people inside the company. That's what he said. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that's what's driving the price up, and maybe Tesla selling is what drove the price down. Fred, Sheldon, I look at this pattern that you got here. I see an upside down Bart Simpson.
Exactly. As quick as we come down, this is why it's so important to not, that's what I was saying last week. We're gonna have a pullback from the drop. If we don't get high enough, cool, we'll bank some money. But we're gonna have, so just learn the basic understanding of not selling the red. Do not sell the red. We need to be buying the red. And if you do go through it, you're going to go through the dip. That's fine. We're always going to have some sort of pullback. If we don't make the reversal, that's when you can free up capital. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. So since we spoke yesterday, we obviously had the big rally up, which was good. The only thing is we are so near to a higher high. It's the last thing. So I'm still expecting Bitcoin to rally up a bit more today. As we said yesterday, between 55, 56,000 will be great. And then a small pullback again, basically, because if we have a look, and if I just set this in, just move that, there we go. So if we actually have a look on what we are forming here, it's basically an inverse head and shoulders, which is very powerful. So it's showing us that we are starting to get to the point where we got the big head, the left shoulder. We just need the push up now to get to the 55, 56, the retest of that trend and that push. Because if you have a look, we've broken that downwards trend. This trend that we have formed now for the last few weeks, or the last 2 weeks of this downward sort of market that we've had, we have finally broken that. And we always know the importance of us breaking a trend. Let's get that higher high, then the test. So everything is showing me this sort of pattern on what we need for Bitcoin to play out. So I'm still expecting Bitcoin to rally up a little bit more. So I think today is still going to be a great green day in the market. With the alt as well, we've got some exciting news of the dominance, which is good. And then I think tomorrow we'll have a bit of a slow day, a little pullback, but we are on par for reversal in the market again, which is great. And if we look at bigger picture of what actually happened with Bitcoin, let me just make it clear. It's a reverse. It's a big correction or a big sort of retracement in the market, but it's not actually very big at all. Looking bigger picture, so that was needed. We need these drops for growth again. We can see every time a big drop in the market, a push. Big drop in the market, a push. So obviously the importance is we need to start small, understand where we are right now. Let's get that 56K first. Let's get that 56K, then we'll get the pullback, and then that sort of zone. So right now we're still on par. Dominance is looking great. Bitcoin's looking good. So let's have a look at dominance and see where we're sitting. We're right there. Remember we said yesterday the importance of us dropping that low, and we are getting so close to that low again now, which is really good. So it's still showing us that dominance is weak as hell.
Here's what happens next. I mean, you tell me that I'm not Nostradamus, but let's talk again in 2 weeks. So in the next 3 days, we're going to break the 50. The 50% dominance is going to be broken in the next
50.5, yeah.
50.5. That gets broken in the next 3 days. Then Bitcoin goes on a tear, but the dominance remains below 50%.
Oh.
Then is the mother of all alt seasons. I'll tell you which coins are going to run first. The major altcoins, the chain links, the phantoms. Those are the ones that are going to go ballistic. So start filling your bags, people. Start filling your bags.
Yeah, and I think, remember, guys, when we go through dominance, what does it mean? It means that the altcoins are getting flushed into Bitcoin. So it means you can be making quite a bit of Bitcoin at this time. We don't get the often point. So what I am starting to do now is we're going to get on a daily basis. Yes, I give USDT. Remember, yesterday was a big amount of coins, but that was obviously a recap since we've had the drops on Friday, so everyone could just have a good understanding where the coins are sitting. But now we're going to set to a set standard, 2, 3 new coins. But what I actually want to start doing is give some USDT, and we're going to get to the BTC pairs. I'm going to start giving some BTC trades that you can take a portion. So out of your trading capital, what I've actually done is I'm also looking, so what I'm going to bring to you guys tomorrow is also Ethereum, just one Ethereum pair. For the guys that understand it, for the guys that don't, we'll make it very simple. Otherwise, you stick to the BTC or the USDT. I just want to give a range of all amounts. But what I've done is I've sold 10% of my, well, I haven't sold, but I've taken out 10% of my HODL in Bitcoin. Whatever's in Bitcoin, I've taken 10% out, and I've taken 10% of my Ethereum. And I got a game plan with that. The only reason I'm taking out of my HODL now is because I want to make more Bitcoin with that Bitcoin that I have. So I'm going to trade BTC pairs for the rest of this year with that 10%. I want to see how much Bitcoin I can make with that. And I'm doing the same with the Ethereum just by trading the pairs. So I think we're going to have a nice variety. So jumping back here to the dominance, we're looking good. The only point that we are fighting right now is this main support zone over here. That's it, guys. So we break through the 50% flat is the very key level for us to break. So we're currently fighting the top of that wick there, but we break that. Where's next? Because it's all the way down to the 40, and it's 20% of dominance. I don't know what you think, but 20% is huge.
Most people who weren't here in 2017 will never know what that feels like. You start getting big major altcoins, Chainlinks, Cardanos, the big guys going up 20, 30% in a day, every single day. You get the altcoins, the smaller altcoins doubling. That's what it means when Bitcoin dominance drops by 10%. It's not something that we can understand. And specifically, when you're talking about an altcoin run, when the market capitalization is over $2.2 trillion. Okay,
that's the difference. A lot more money.
You need to get your head around this shit. Like 2.2, for those who were here in 2017, the last altcoin run happened when Bitcoin market cap, or when the crypto market cap was $600 million. And it went from $600 million to $600 billion to $850 billion. Now we're talking in orders of magnitude of 4 times that. And I don't think it's going to last such a short period of time. So we're talking about an old season, like you're just not going to, when it happens, and it's starting to happen, you're not going to be able to comprehend how big it is. You're not going to believe it. And that's going to be your biggest problem. Because you don't believe it, you're not going to invest in it. You're going to keep saying, no, this can't happen. No, this can't happen. No, this can't happen. And by the time you put this money down, we have a guy here who says, my business is surviving because of you guys. I wonder what he means. Alf Jr., tell us a little bit more about what you mean in the comments. I really want to understand what you mean by my business is surviving. Tell us about the business that you got. Tell us about how we're helping you fix your business. All right, Sheldon, let's move on. Let's move on to some other big coins. Let's move on to some other big coins.
Cool. And I think just as I close off here, at least there's not too many coins after this, time-wise. But as I close off here, you know what? I'm sort of, I want to know what you think, Rand, but I sort of think this dump in Bitcoin that we had in the last 2 weeks was the activation of alt season. What happened the previous bull run was Bitcoin rallied, it went to the top. We had quite a big drop from Bitcoin. And then it rallied up again, but that was the activation of alt season. That's where alt season, and that's where alt season kicked in.
Bring me the BTC, the ETH BTC chart, and I'll show you exactly. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious.
Well, even if we have this, so it's sort of painting a picture for me, but this was obviously the big rally from Bitcoin in 2017. Do you see this drop that I'm talking about? That the dominance wasn't on our side yet when Bitcoin was rallying to these levels, when it hit 19, 20,000. When the dominance got to our side was after this dump, where all the altcoins went absolutely berserk. Was this little area over here was where the altcoins went absolutely massive. And
show me both charts, one above the other. Get me the Bitcoin dominance chart and this Bitcoin versus USD. Let's put the charts one above the other. Let's look at the time frames. And again, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen exactly the same way, because history doesn't always repeat itself. I hate this cliche. It rhymes. Everybody says that because the only frame of reference that we have is 2017. But yeah, let's have a look. So bring us back.
See if I can make this big quick. Okay. So if I can get us to the dominance, and I can get us on our time frame here. Okay. So
you want to align the time frame. So you want to have September Yes.
There we go. So what actually happened was we had the big drop. So it was actually here where the dominance started to really activate and where it really started to push was from the beginning of December. So we had the dump in the market. This is what makes sense because we have levels where Bitcoin can get to 70,000 from here, 68. We're not sure we're going to get to the 100 yet. We're thinking that might be the end of the year, but we'll see as we go. But it's sort of we're making sense that when we had the drop in the dominance was the 10th of December. If we have a look here, we first had the drop, then we had the start push up, okay? Recovery, cool. And then we had the serious drop from the 17th. And if we have a look here, the 17th is over here. This is where it really started. So you can see we had a small push up to get Bitcoin where it needed to get. That's what I've sort of got the feeling now, that the dominance has been rallying down quite a bit. But we're going to have the small push up from Bitcoin to get it back to 60,000, 64,000. And then we are going to have this full shift straight in where this thing absolutely goes berserk. And if you look at this wave that we've made in the dominance recently, and we see that what are we starting to form right now, we are getting very near. So you can see what it did was it was slow in the beginning and then a drastic drop in the market. So what I'm feeling with Bitcoin is I think we're going to just break the all-time high. I think we're going to go between 70, 75, maybe 80,000. We'll see as we go from there. But I think the drop that happened now was this drop that we had over here. This little drop that we had in the beginning of December, which activated the alt season, is what I think we've occurred right now. And if we go look at the little drop we've had now in the market, so I see it being this drop. This little drop that we've had here is where I see us where we've activated the alt season. Because that, if it was a real market crash or it was a real fall, that would have went straight up. Because there's no way they would have let Bitcoin fall to absolutely. That would have went straight up and
Ethereum
and it didn't.
Ethereum, call up the Ethereum BTC chart, and I think this is the biggest telltale sign. What did Ethereum do? Ethereum actually got stronger.
Yeah,
you made yourself more Bitcoin. It's exactly what we told you guys last week. Trade out of some of your Bitcoin into ETH. You will make more Bitcoin. That's exactly what happened.
Exactly. You know, from the 30th of March, so the last month, if you held Ethereum, you would have made Bitcoin was 53% more Bitcoin. So it's just powerful to know that that's what we can be doing. And we're in that sort of market. So by dominance dropping, guys, all that it means is we can make Bitcoin. So start focusing, like we said last week, let's make Bitcoin. And I'll make sure I give us trades every day on Bitcoin. And another thing to add, just before I go on, is guys, we're going to get a good source of a nice structure for you guys where all the updates are going to go. So we're working on that as well. So I don't have to drag on every day with all the coins and that. We're going to have fresh coins, fresh trades every day. But then we're going to have a great update system for everyone where all the trades are updated. Everything's updated. Stop losses, this, that. So we're working on something brilliant. We're forming a team and we're helping with all of that. So Bitcoin to Ethereum, it is still very vital for us to understand that by holding Ethereum, we are going to make a good amount of Bitcoin in the next month to 2 months. Definitely. I think we're going to 2x, 3x to 4x our Bitcoin just by holding Ethereum. As I see Bitcoin, this dump was big for Bitcoin. For the alts, it was nothing. And you can see how quickly they're recovering in the market. But Bitcoin's going to take some time. So I think Bitcoin's going to grow very slow for the next month. That's when the alts are going berserk. So meaning that I think Ethereum's going to $3,000 to $4,000. And I see Bitcoin getting back to 65. So you know what I mean? So I see 20% growth in Bitcoin in the next month. And I see Ethereum 80%. So it just shows you that Ethereum is going to way overpower. So having a look still at the BTC pair, it is still crucial to understand that a good portion needs to be in Ethereum now. So what I've also done with a percentage of my Bitcoin that I'm holding is I've turned it into Ethereum. And I'll get back into the Bitcoin, but I'm not missing out the opportunity to make Bitcoin. So Ethereum's looking really good. And having a look at the USDT pair is we are very close to breaking all-time high again. So we're looking good. We need to get the higher high, guys. So that is still very crucial for us. So we'll see where we're sitting tomorrow. So Bitcoin needs to get a 56.
Coming tomorrow. Remember, I told you it's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow morning on our show, you will know that Ethereum is closed over the all-time high. Mark my words. I don't need charts. I can just tell you from experience.
Oh, that's how we got each other, Ran. I appreciate it. Thank you. So let's see where it goes. So Ethereum's still looking great. The BTC is looking good. Now, One that I want us to have a look at now, which is getting really good, is Holo, which is hot to the USDT. This coin has obviously reacted beautifully from the bounce. It's nearly reversed the full drop. We are going to have a shorter term sort of pullback. Same with Solana. We need to have a look to see what actually happened yesterday. I saw it did have a pullback. I think it just missed our buy order, but we'll get in there now.
I
Did you
pulled the
buy some?
I pulled the buy order after the show because people were front running my order, and I'm going to carry on buying. As I said, I'm going to tell people on Twitter when I'm actually going to start buying. So I took your advice. I pulled that buy order because everyone was.
I think it's 10% cheaper from yesterday, so you'll get 10% more coins.
It's yes. I put in the buy order yesterday at 46.80, I think. And if I look at Solana now, I hope it's 10% cheaper, but I doubt it.
It went to 43 something yesterday, and I think we're on 45 this morning.
45,
somewhere there. So okay, so at least it's still cheaper, so you make some more coins from yesterday. So definitely put some through now. Just buy a little bit now, and we'll go as we go. So guys, the one that I'm looking at is a small pullback from Holo, and I think it's going to come shorter this afternoon or in the next few hours. Definitely great buy, and the reason being is it's looking beautiful to the BTC pair, which I'll bring up now. So with Holo, with hot, anywhere between 14 cents and 16 cents is a great buy, and I want you to also just keep this trend line in play. If we break resistance, it's a great buy. It's a basically emergency buy to say that we're not going to get that pullback. We're just going to accelerate straight from here. So put that trend in play. That will be a great entry for you. And obviously a pullback anywhere between the 14 and 60 cents is a great position to stock up on hot. This coin really gets moving and accelerating when it gets going. And the only reason why I'll bring it up here now is obviously the BTC pair is looking great. So I will actually start. I'm glad we actually did the two charts today. I'm going to start giving the USDT and the BTC as those sort of updates for us so we can have a look. And the one that I want us to look at is Waves. So here's a Bitcoin trade, which I think is going to do really good. Waves has accelerated massively in the last day, and we are only getting started. So if you have a look at that, Ryan, how good does that look as a chart? That this coin has finally only just started getting known. And this is what's doing what Ethereum did last week. What did Ethereum do? Broke this sort of main trend. So what I have said is I still see this coin obviously going all the way up there, which is a 4x from my own Bitcoin. But I've started to set, when we're playing with our Bitcoin, it's our Bitcoin. We're not going to go too crazy, and you know what I mean. But for a section of your Bitcoin portfolio, I'm definitely buying some Waves now for this 30%. I'll work on later, but I'm not going to be greedy with my Bitcoin. My Bitcoin's my Bitcoin. I just want to make some more Bitcoin. That's it. So from here, I see us rallying up to that zone, which is 30%. So right now, it's in the buy zone to turn some Bitcoin into Waves. And from here, we make the move up. I'll make my 30% Bitcoin. I'll then bank some, and I'll obviously leave the rest to run. So Waves is looking brilliant for a Bitcoin trade. And just to understand that if we have Bitcoin, it means we're going to have naturally USDT behind us as well. You don't actually realize it, but as soon as you stop giving a crap about USDT, you actually start making a hell of a lot more of it. So this is looking really good. 30% trade there coming shortly. I think by the next 2 days, we'll get that 30%, and then we take some profits. The next one, which is looking really good, and I just want you to set your alarm. We are nearly there. Also to Bitcoin is Cosmos, is Atom. So if we have a look, you know, we've seen Atom explode and do very well in the last few months, but it's actually done nothing when it comes to the Bitcoin pairing as well. So we are actually on our way to rally, and we're going to catch this one earlier than the Ethereum, then all of them that we've been seeing, especially Litecoin, Link. Those already broke 2 months ago. We are catching this one a lot earlier. So this one is looking really good, even for a push up to that zone, which is another 30%. So I've set that as a short-term target. And then if you want to hold it for a month or so, we're looking at 85% on Bitcoin. So you can see how I'm starting to use my HODL portfolio, take some of that Bitcoin, not a lot, just taking some of it, and I'm putting it into place. I can make a hell of a lot more Bitcoin this year and then bank at the end. So I've set short-term targets for us and longer term. So Cosmos is looking good. Especially where we are now, we're going to have a small little test. So anywhere between, sure, the sats actually confused me. So I'll actually post this out so you have the exact figures without mentioning all of that. So we'll get that out for you guys, but this is looking good. Anywhere in the zone is a good zone to start stocking up on Cosmos, especially to the Bitcoin pair. And we're looking at least a 30 to 80% in this next month on growth. The next one that I'm having a look at now is TRX, Tron. So Tron will be a small pullback later on today, and it's a definite good zone for us to stock up. What's your thoughts on Tron, Ran? Just a quick one before we close up.
I mean, fundamentally, I can't buy Tron. You know, I'm a fundamentals guy. I can't really buy Tron. I think
their payment system's impressive, though. I'm not going to lie. It's very fast, though.
You know, I'm not sure that I trust the blockchain. I'm just not sure that I trust it. I think there's better options out there. I think, you know, if you can invest in Solana and you can invest in Ethereum and you can invest in other blockchains, why would you invest in Tron?
I get you. So end of the day, what's our trading? We've got a HODL portfolio. That's your love coins. What's Rand talking about now? It needs to make sense fundamentally. And then we got the trading portfolio where you don't hate it, you don't date it, you trade it, you just make money. So use that portfolio and use a portion of that portfolio to just make the money and get out. So what we're looking at here is great. We are getting to get to the higher high point, a smaller pullback. So anywhere between 11 cents and 12 cents, great buy. And I see us pushing up a shorter term. You can see I'm not setting long targets yet. Let's start banking the money between 15 and 16.5 cents. So that's a good 40% trade, which I see happening this week. So Tron's looking good for a short-term push upwards and a nice entry. The chart is just looking great and it's working as planned to my strategy. So these are the ones that we are always getting into. If it looks perfect and looks good, then it's worth it. So between 11 cents, 12 cents is the entry, and between 16 and 17 cents is your take profit point. So 40 to 50%.
Take me to Phantom. You know we love Phantom. One of the month.
What did Phantom do? Boom. Remember we highlighted the circle the other day saying, what did we need to break? We were right there when we had the webinar, and boom, it shot straight through. So Phantom is looking brilliant. Remember, guys, I've still set these take profit points for you. And what I said is I'm taking 25% in each one, and the remaining 25 I'm leaving to see where Phantom can actually go in this year. So 60 to 66 cents, 80 to 83 cents, and basically 96 cents to $1. What's your prediction, Ran? I'd love to see what your fundamental prediction is on Phantom.
Look, I love Phantom. I think the technology behind Phantom, I mean, makes it so quick, and it's they're focusing a lot on their cross-chain. And so for me, you're talking about cross-chain, you're talking about very quick applications. I think Phantom is a brilliant, undervalued, underappreciated piece of technology, which is getting adoption. So I think just leave the guys. They're just doing what they need to be doing. So for me, Phantom is amazing. But you know what?
Well, good news for anyone that missed the entry is obviously we know when we break resistance, we come tested as support. So you're still going to have an opportunity between 41 cents and 43 cents to stock up a bit more in Phantom before we get to those take profits. It will come and test the zones we've just broken. So this was good. Volumes in, it's showing reversal. It's just going to come test the support, and then it's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, when Phantom runs, the next token that runs is Coty. And you can already see, I'm just looking at my CoinGecko on my phone. Phantom had a run, or is having a run, and who's following in the back of the footsteps is Coty. So, I mean, I don't know what your Coty chart looks like, but I can see that Coty is... Wait a second, let's have a look here. Coty is up 20% today. Oh, and there is that
Beautiful. We've been waiting how long for that? So I know you guys will be very patient with your Coty, but that's great news. So let's get the higher high, small test, and Coty is on its way to at least get back to the 60, 70, 80 cents. We'll see as we go, but definitely back to these levels. So that's good sign, Ran. So I think you're correct. When Phantom is obviously maybe waking up, Coty is waking up. It looks like they're working quite well together in the market, which is good.
All right,
Coty is good.
Let's leave it at that. Yeah, let's leave it at that for the show. Listen, my man, I'll see you a bit later. I know you guys are traveling, but I think we do have another show today, 10 a.m. EST. And I will also see you guys later. So if you're still here, I mean, enter again into the banter bag, smash the like, smash the subscribe, give us love. Let's do this, guys. Let's make this the biggest show in the interwebs. And we see our subscriber numbers growing every single day. Fred says later on today, we've got PolkaSwap, which is a new a new decentralized exchange built on Substrate, which is the Polkadot language, Kusama Polkadot. And you guys can actually get tokens. If you follow what we do, you may actually be able to get tokens. So, there's going to be in the description of the next YouTube link. There's going to be a guide on how to do it. Alrighty, guys. Sheldon, I'll see you later, my brother.
Sweet, buddy. Cheers, guys. We'll see you later.
Later. All right, guys. I'll see you guys again later. If you are out there, trade well, make money, bring home the bacon, make it all happen. Make it all happen. See you again, 10 a.m. EST. I'm Crypto Man Run, checking out with so much love for you guys.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged